Can't believe you made it through that separatist shooting gallery, Captain. Your ship isn't even scratched. Takes guts landing in the middle of a battlefield. Nice flying.
Why would anyone fight over this dump of a world?
Why does anybody fight over anything? There's money to be made.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
The Separatists will blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
The Separatists have remote control stations all over the area. You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
If I die, I want to be buried with my ship.
Captain, you there? It's Corso. We got trouble back at the hangar.
Is my ship all right?
For now, but maybe not much longer. Skavik, get over here! Help me seal this hangar door! Skavik, what are you... Skavik helped those Separatists get in here. He stabbed us in the back.
That scum stole my ship.
He took all the weapons, too. Hang on. Where's Torchy? I don't believe this. Skavik stole my blaster.
I'm surprised Skavik didn't steal the whole hangar.
Oh, what's the matter, Corso? Did I hurt your feelings? Be thankful you're alive, kid.
Do you have any idea who you're messing with?
What makes you think I care?
Do yourself a favor and go talk to Vito in Fort Garnick. I guarantee he'll help get your ship back.
Ports tend to be full of people I prefer to avoid, kid.
Not to worry. The Republic Army runs Fort Garnick, but they let the boss do as he pleases.
The blasters Skavik stole in your ship belong to Rogan the Butcher. As employers go, he's not the most forgiving.
Should I be terrified just because he calls himself the Butcher?
He's killed enough people to fill a convoy of bulk freighters, and now we've crossed him.
Once you gain entry, you'll find my schematics cleverly disguised as an extraordinarily tedious treatise on birdwatching. Don't worry, I'll teach you the code I use to conceal my schematics. You won't die of boredom reading about rare waterfowl. Now pay attention and listen carefully, because you really don't want to hear this twice. And replace every mention of the Mantellian flutterplume with the number 3. Did you get all that?
That's the most sadistic way to hide information I've ever heard.
Then you clearly haven't lived enough.
You must be the freighter Captain Vito's expecting. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. I'm Cyrena.
You seem a little out of place in this boys' club.
Vito has a taste for life's finer things, and he's decided I'm one of them.
Getting into Manad Point will be extra tricky. For one thing, you have to swim there.
When the Separatists invaded, they blew up the only bridge leading onto the island. Turned it into their private resort.
You'll be walking into the Ranker's Den, Captain.
I'll do it blindfolded, just for fun.
Don't get cocky. That place is crawling with people who'd like to blast that grin off your face.
I became Starship Captain so I wouldn't have to do homework.
Hey there. We had some trouble with the power relays. I need to check on the computer core. You mind?
Master, I detect the presence of several non-functioning humans, specifically the bodies over there. Setting alert status red.
This is about to get real ugly for you.
Leave me alone, Bracco. If Vito knew about this, he'd...
Vito? That blob can't even protect himself. It's only a matter of time before Rogan the Butcher punches your fat meal ticket for good. You better start thinking about the future, girl. When Vito's gone, you'll need new friends.
Captain! Thank goodness. I could use your help here.
There's nothing wrong with you, scum. A good thrashing won't fix.
You're cute, little girl. But not so cute we won't make an example out of you.
You left a big mess in my warehouse. Cyrena says it was Bracco's fault, but now I've got a serious morale problem.
Your men were pushing Serena around because they think you're weak.
I appreciate that, but sometimes frying guys is the worst thing you can do. We need to distract Rogan by giving him something he really wants. A canister of some special chemicals from a nearby village. There's a loopy scientist with a chemical that can supercharge artillery cannons, makes them do more damage.
But it's less stable than a drunk savrip on a speeder bike. Handle it wrong, and suddenly you're little chunks of ex-captain.
Sure, it's tricky, but you've got the skill to get it here. Did I mention this run pays unbelievably well?
Just how unbelievably well are we talking about?
You do this, and you can buy some nice upgrades for your starship when you finally get it back.
Captain, the big boom run isn't a stroll on the beach. You'll need an edge to make it back alive. This here is a Sorosub SSK Heavy Blaster. It's cut for a quick draw and got a hair trigger. I call it Flashy. Flashy's the first blaster I ever owned. I want you to have it.
I don't want your lousy hand-me-downs.
Take it anyway, all right? I can't let a lady walk into danger unprepared.
I don't need you to take care of me, tough guy.
I've seen that with my own eyes, but you don't have to do everything on your own.
Don't stand there. That spot is reserved exclusively for my Gundark friends. You're clearly not a Gundark. Your ears are too small. Listen, do you smell that? There's a pot of Alderaanian stew bubbling. But how could I smell it all the way on Ord Mantell?
Ugh. It's quite a stench you got going, crazy old man.
Stench? Impossible. I bathe 8 times a day. It's the only way to keep that invisible Kowakian monkey lizard from drinking all my blood. I do recall a man saying to expect a stranger coming for my chemicals. You seem pretty strange. Was he talking about you?
You got it in one.
Have you been diagnosed with a terminal illness? Are you trying to avoid marrying someone? There are better ways to kill yourself, you know. People haven't had much luck getting my chemicals. Know why? Those Ugnaught assassins in the woods attack everyone who visits me.
I'll just kill everyone who tries to stop me.
That hasn't worked out well for the others who took on the Ugnaught assassins, but maybe you'll be the lucky one.
Easy does it. I've got a storage unit here to stabilize the canister so it doesn't blow. There we go.
This may be the craziest thing I've ever done.
I'll bet you get a lot of free drinks at the cantina telling this tale. Getting Trimbo's chemicals saved our necks, Captain. Rogan will be too busy selling them to think about the blasters.
That Trumbo guy was a few freighters short of a convoy.
I know what you mean. Every time I talk to him, he thinks I'm his great-grandfather who crashed into a black hole. Skavik's delivering the blasters to a psycho named Darek at the base. You need to get there first. When Skavik shows up, you can ambush him, grab your ship, and fly back here. Easy, huh?
You're about to see a real-live hero in action.
You worthless criminal vermin. How dare you invade my fortress and murder my courageous brothers in arms?
Not everyone gets a happy ending.
Our fallen will be remembered as heroes. You won't be remembered at all. You are guilty of crimes against the oppressed people of Ord Mantell. The sentence is death. Memorize our faces well, you criminal filth, for we are your righteous executioners. Do you have any last words, degenerate swine?
I love killing morons like you.
Let justice be served.
Skavik has a girl at Fort Garnick named Cyrena.
You'll forgive me if I don't take your word for it.
It's true! Derek talked to her on the Hollow all the time with messages for Skavik. She was our main contact. It was Cyrena who warned us you were coming. If you want to find out where Skavik went, Cyrena's the one who knows. Please, let me go! I have a family back on the mainland. Please!
Separatist scum killed my family, and I promised myself I'd bury every last one of you.
I've only been here a few months. I didn't kill anyone's family. I only ever followed orders.
Then I order you to die.
You heard the man, soldier.
Please! I don't want to die like this!
I can't believe you fried Vidu, sweetheart. So what if he caught you talking to Separatists?
He threatened to turn me into Rogan the Butcher. I had to kill him. Besides, now we can finally be together.
Yeah. And the thing is, my cargo hold is full and I'm busy with work. I'll call you sometime, though. I promise.
What are you talking about? You promised to get me out of here. I've done everything for you, Skavik.
You did it for the money. Same as me. The only difference is, you're not actually getting paid. I'll see you around, darling.
Captain, I didn't see you come in. It's wonderful you're still alive. How long have you been back?
Your friends in the secret base ratted you out.
I should have known those half-wits wouldn't kill you. No use pretending, then. Skavik used me just like he did everyone else. That man could charm the armor off a Mandalorian. Rogan the Butcher's bounty hunters are on their way right now. We don't want to be here when they arrive. Skavik took your ship and the guns to Coruscant. If you go now, he won't know you're coming for him.
I still have plenty of time to kill you before I go.
Am I really worth it? The Separatists are retreating from this island, thanks to you. And the Republic just reopened the shuttle port. I'll give you a shuttle pass to Coruscant if you let me disappear. Do we have a deal?
I'll take that shuttle pass off your corpse.
You ladies sure can be vicious. Hope you don't ever expect me to shoot a woman.
That bothered you?
I was raised to tip my hat and open doors for ladies, not blast them. You probably think I'm some dumb farm boy, huh? Head full of old-fashioned ideas?
You have a lot to learn about women, Corso.
No doubt about that. Sorry if I overstepped myself, Captain. I believed what Cyrena said about bounty hunters coming. We don't know how long Skavik will stay on Coruscant either. Let's hop a shuttle and catch him while we can.
I'm not one for causes, but, I'm on board for that one.
I'm sick of being cooped up on starships, Zoru. I want to run around and shoot things for a while.
You must be Rogan's bounty hunters. Shut up and die, you freaks!
But I'm glad you didn't.
Corso, is that you? It's been too long, you rascal. What brings you to Coruscant?
A friend and I are in a real bind. Is there a place we can meet you?
Of course. Come to my private cantina booth. I'm here now, winning my 10th hand of Sabacc against a very persistent Rhodian. Hope you don't mind the occasional blaster fire. The cantina is in a rowdy part of Coruscant.
I just came from a war zone. I'm used to blaster fire.
I had a feeling you were more than a tourist.
Forgive me for being so forward, but you're more radiant than a Tatooine sunset. Darmus Polarin, at your service.
Darmus, you're slicker than a greased hut.
She's got your number, old man.
You wound me. I meant that compliment from the bottom of my heart. Life is like Sabacc. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years.
I'll still be flying around this galaxy 100 years from now.
I like your spirit, Captain. Sometimes I think I'm already too old for this business. Soon as Corso mentioned Skavik's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Darmus can find out anything. We'll have Skavik in no time.
Vidu said the same thing, and look what happened to him.
Vidu, good as he was, lacked my particular gift for conversation, not to mention my vast network of contacts. Skavik recently used the services of a data slicer named Kixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
I'll say this, the man has a way with women.
I don't think it's a romantic relationship. Skavik doesn't convert with aliens, even near humans like Kixie.
Kixie better be worth all this extra trouble.
There's bound to be somebody around here with a clearance pass.
Awfully nice of the guild to leave a clearance pass with their security patrol.
Whatever issues you're having with the guild, I'm on your side. I'm just a slave here.
I'm not here to blast you.
I can ruin Skavik's identity record for you in no time. If I do that, will you let me go?
Show me what you can do to him first.
I've been slicing the Republic's main databank for years. There's nothing I can't do. I saved copies of everything I erased from Skavik's identity record. All I have to do now is transfer the data back. There. Easy. The minute he passes an identity checkpoint, it'll trigger an alarm.
Let's make sure those changes stay permanent.
Wait, don't!
Captain, are you out of your mind? You just shot that poor girl.
She could have warned Skavik about us.
The guild forced her to help Skavik. You should have just let her escape. I didn't sign on with you to kill innocent women. You'd better remember that from now on.
This was fun, little mouse. But we're done playing. Time to die. I can't figure out if this Sulluston's deaf or just stupid.
A smart person would just kill you and be done.
You don't belong in here, little girlie. Better leave before you break a nail.
I'm sure if we ask them real nicely, they'll just leave. Forget this. I'm out of here.
Not so fast, troublemaker. I'm thinking maybe I don't want you to walk out of here.
Those idiots shouldn't have messed with me. I was just passing through when I heard the commotion.
See? What'd I tell you? It's the captain from Rogue on the Butcher's bounty posting. Are we lucky or what?
I never doubted you for a second, lover. You've always been my lucky star.
Ugh, you two make me sick. Hold it right there, Captain.
Let me guess. You're bounty hunters.
You're not as dumb as you look, sweetheart. Come on, you two. Let's cremate this fool and get rich.
Your friends have so much to live for. Why get him killed?
Ooh, tough talk from a scum on the run. I'm not afraid of you. I've got a flamethrower.
Hold it, Scorch. There's something about this captain. She might be more trouble than she's worth.
Not man enough for a real challenge? Don't know what you see in this guy, Igara.
More than you could ever show me. Rilo, this bounty's worth more money than we could earn in a month.
All right, lover, but stay behind me. I don't want you getting hurt over a lousy stack of credits.
Wake me when you're done.
Having some trouble with bounty hunters, Captain?
No, I can't help it if I'm popular with all the wrong people.
Don't sell yourself short, my dear. All the right people find you charming, too. While we wait for Skavik to make his next move, perhaps we could play a little sabak?
I saw that one coming.
Corso, don't be such a spoil sport. What do you say, Captain? First game's on me.
Oh, what's the harm in a friendly game of cards?
Don't say I didn't warn you, Captain.
Get us a round of drinks, won't you, Corso? There's a good man. Let's deal some cards. You win again. That was very impressive.
Impressive? The captain just cleaned your chrono, Darmus.
I'd say you've played this game before.
I just played the cards I was dealt.
Plating beginner's luck? I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Justicars don't tolerate outsiders in their sector. Skavik must truly be desperate to risk his life going there.
He's a scared little man running out of options.
I hope this isn't the last we'll see of each other. I can't help feeling there's more to our relationship than revenge on Skavik.
Sorry, but you're way too old for me.
I must be losing my touch. Maybe it really is time to retire.
Jick knows where Skavik went, but he didn't have time to spill it to me before they snagged him. You want Skavik? Better prowl into the Justicar's detention center and free my brother.
Why can't things be easy? Just once.
Once inside the detention center, you have to bash all the Justicar droid eyes. That's how they track intruders. If those droid eyes aren't rubble, the Justicars will know your face. You don't want that.
I was already planning to trash the place, kid. I take it you met the Justicars.
Might as well spring the little fella while we're here.
I like you better this way. Have fun! This is me, upstanding away from you.
You won't believe this, but I caught the Justicars trading supplies with the Empire.
All I care about is getting my hands on Skavik.
The Imperials took Skavik into the works.
The works, huh? then that's where I'm going too.
Are you crazy, Cloudhead? That place is like instant death. If Skavik dropped to the works, you may as well go home. You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
We're pretty good. Bet we last 10 minutes.
I don't know what you want with that grotesque trophy, Skavak, but it's all yours now.
Need any other priceless relics, Commander? Just let me know.
Your thieving days are over, Skavik.
Is it too much to ask that someone guard the entrance to our secret base?
Captain, seriously, I admire your persistence, but this is ridiculous.
Skavak, who is this woman? One of your many conquests?
She wishes.
You're gonna be a floor stain when we're done with you, Skavik.
Corso, I heard about your job. Hey, don't let unemployment make you bitter, all right? You're the one who fouled up my identity record and sent half the galaxy chasing me? That wasn't very nice, Captain.
Where's my ship?
I understand you're upset. It's a very nice ship, but you're taking things way too far. I can't believe you kept that Sullustan lawman alive. If it wasn't for the Justicars, the little runt might have actually caught me.
Enough of this. The captain is your problem, Skavak. Deal with it.
Commander, would you mind vaporizing the captain for me? I've got places to be.
Skavak! Blast that scoundrel, always leaving me to clean up his messes.
Do you enjoy being Skavik's maid, Commander?
No, and I'm afraid you won't be leaving here. We'll give you a very nice, unmarked grave.
Jiska Gava Koyota. Du Banda Bakawonki.
It's my docking bay now.
Pujimo. Uban Konal Pi Isti Patoka.
For the last time, where's my starship?
Iskangri Topat. Pombo Kita Kun Boska Bulya. Jeska Koliraka Kanchanga. Bomba Kunchinka.
Not yet. But you owe the captain something for all her trouble.
What are
my options?
Yukantapata chawa. Uermo. Mukilima wahota. Fui baniaka twipi tabo katonka. Wana waka.
Die, you little creep.
Juba umbonko. Chino da.
My new master at last. I am C2N2, steward of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
You were bought by a thieving, gutless son of a calf-hound. But this is my ship. You take orders from me. Got it?
I am programmed to serve this vessel's captain, not my purchaser. I will happily accept your every command. Do you have any questions, Master?
Sounds like you're good at everything. Does that include combat?
As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
Add a little armor, some combat protocols, and a blaster, and you just might be worth something.
Master, please. Any non-factory modification will void my warranty.
I expected to be the only woman on this ship. Are you one of Skavik's special friends?
I wouldn't touch that man with a 2-meter bantha prod.
I like you already. Any woman who knows better than to play with Skavik is all right by me. Very unique items intended for very unique buyers. Skavik was going to deliver this cargo, but he's proving unreliable. I think you might be a much better partner.
Lady, I barely know you. Why would I agree to any deal?
Because I'm willing to earn your trust. The real question is, will you give me the chance to make you rich? What do you know? That's Skavik on the ship's hollow. This should be an interesting conversation. You're late, Skavik, and I just made a new friend. I think you two will loathe each other.
Well, congratulations, Captain. You're officially #1 on my list of people to kill. When I get my hands on you, you'll wish you'd never left Ord Mantell.
Come and get me anytime you want.
Well, you can bet on it, and I guarantee you won't see me coming. Don't know how you got away from those Imperials, but next time, I'll kill you myself. Assuming Rogan the Butcher doesn't get you first. I sold all those blasters you were supposed to deliver for him on Ord Mantell. I can't imagine he'll be happy that you lost them.
He'll be even less happy after I fry him.
You honestly think you can kill someone like Rogan the Butcher? Where do you get these delusions?
Are you done posturing, Skavik? The captain and I have cargo to deliver.
Don't even think about cutting me out of this deal, Risha.
Finders keepers. Isn't that what you always say? Not my fault the captain here beat you to the big prize.
Sweetheart, you two just made the biggest mistake of your lives.
Thought that blowhard would never switch off. So, we were discussing how I can make you fabulously wealthy. The items here are pieces to a key that unlocks the lost treasure of a very rich dead man named Nock Drayan.
Who's Nock Drayan?
Please tell me you're joking. The man was a criminal legend. Nock Drayan was the greatest gangster who ever lived. He personally wiped out the Wrath Cartel and the Vandal Helm Combine during the Syndicate Wars. When he died 10 years ago, Nock had more wealth than some Outer Rim worlds. Even the Hutts were jealous.
What happened to Nock's fortune after he died?
Now we're getting to the interesting part. Nock hid his fortune right before he died. For 10 years, treasure hunters across the galaxy have searched for it in vain. Until now. You see, I've finally figured out how to get the lost riches of Nock Drayan.
Sounds like you could use a professional.
Working with a professional would be very refreshing. Whoever gets Nock's riches will become an underworld legend. Skavik had his chance and blew it. Now it's your turn. Help me deliver these things in your cargo hold, and Nock Drayan's wealth will be all yours.
What are you getting out of this?
I'm after something personal. The money doesn't mean anything to me, Captain. I'm the only one that can help you trade these items to get Nock Drayan's treasure. But I won't tell you everything up front. To get the riches, you trust me the same way I trust you. One step at a time. Deal?
Just so we're clear, I kill double-crossers?
If anyone's taking a risk here, it's me. I'm trusting you to not stab me in the back, Captain. Ah, Taris. Did you know you've just landed on the biggest graveyard in the galaxy? There's not much to enjoy here, besides skeletons, ruins, and man-eating creatures.
As long as there's a cantina, I'm happy.
Our lost vault was designed to be recovered after a major catastrophe. All we need are the right sensors to locate it. The catch is, the only person I know with access to those sensors is someone who hates me.
I smell a good story.
Let's just say she and I have a history, which I might tell you about when I know you better. I need you to get that vault's location, Captain. Impress the stars out of her.
People always tell me how impressive I am.
That must be a terrible burden for you.
What brings you to my planet, Captain?
My reasons are my business, understand?
Stow the attitude, unless you want me to impound that ship of yours. I take a special interest in every new arrival to my planet, Captain. Keep your nose clean and we won't have any trouble. Clear?
You give this speech to everyone?
Just the ones I think need to hear it.
Argo, you're leaking oil again. You want to set this whole warehouse on fire?
The Maker said it is better to burn out than rust away. Perhaps I'm testing that wisdom, mistress.
I'll find that vault, but I have to finish my contract to do it. You work for me, and I'll work for you. Deal?
What's the upside for me?
A real mercenary, huh? I'll start working on your job while you handle mine. Isn't cooperation grand? Don't you Republic Customs boys have better things to do than turn my warehouse upside down again?
I can inspect this warehouse whenever I want. It's the law.
Take Dr. Vernon's delivery, Captain. There's no reason for you to stick around.
Have fun with Agent Fancy Pants.
You're a regular comedian. Maybe I'll find a reason to keep you around, so you can make me laugh all the time. What did I just step in, Thorn?
My apologies, sir. I believe that is my hydraulic fluid.
Dear Daly, I regret that your husband was killed yesterday by rat ghouls. Please accept my condolences. Dr. Soilan was an excellent scientist. I've never composed a death notice before. How did that sound?
Why the blazes are you asking me?
I need an honest opinion, and all my colleagues are deceased. The bio-alarms you brought will reveal how the creatures hunt. However, installing them will be a challenge with all my assistants dead.
If you've got the credits, Doc, I've got the time.
Thanks to the rat ghouls, I have a budget surplus for staff expenses. You're hired. Place a bio-alarm at each survey station we've established, and I'll see you're amply rewarded.
If I get killed, I'm gonna be so mad.
Normally, I'd ask for your next of kin's hollow frequency, but I'd rather maintain some optimism. Good luck. You've done the Republic's rebuilding effort a tremendous favor.
All I need now is my fee.
Oh, come now. Take a moment and give yourself a pat on the back before you dash off with your money.
Hey, Captain. How are things out there?
That crazy Republic scientist got his gear.
Glad to hear it. That's one down, one to go. A Republic patrol found the supplies with Taradal's remains. Dropped everything off at an outpost near the lake.
What do you know about this lake? Is there swimming?
Only if you enjoy bathing in acid.
Nulilak apa jam kamgram. Amka nem nang nemua inuk.
I know a scam when I hear one.
Bragam nemya inubuyin. Akamaka amka nanya. Naya narankam. Kala ama mani mami. Libik bak.
I'm a little rushed right now. Maybe later?
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta no pisto.
Beryl owes me a hefty bonus for this.
Chobot I kafstuan dile ji hulo kuta.
Why'd you have to go and kill everybody? Some of those guys were all right.
I'm here for the planetary core samples. Hand them over.
Planetary core samples. Right. You work for Beryl Thorne, don't you? That's what I used to do. Let's be smart about this. I'll give you a hefty payout and a cargo pod of counterfeit relics if you keep my operation quiet. You go home richer, Beryl gets some relics to give away, and I stay in business. What do you say?
Sounds like a happy ending for everyone.
I'll transfer credits to your account right away.
I can count the number of times I've been truly impressed in my life on one hand, Captain. Congratulations. You walking in with those core samples just got added to the list.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
Humility is overrated anyway.
I eavesdropped on Skavik and some mercenaries over an encrypted comm channel. They're trying to beat us to the vault. Sounds like they're closing in.
Tell me where to find Skavik so I can fry him.
Don't get your hopes up. He's not on Taris, just his mercenaries. From what I overheard, Skavik's men aren't having much luck in their search for the vault. Something out there is eating those mercenaries alive. Literally.
For once, I'm glad Taris is a death trap.
Get to the vault as fast as you can, then open the lock with this Geonosian slicer module. It took me months to trade for this. Don't lose it, understand?
If I march all the way to Zone Zero and I'm still locked out of that vault, you're fired.
Technology has come a long way since that vault was built. It'll open. Good luck, partner. Hope I see you again soon.
Your old partner seems to think you'll turn on me.
She's bitter about something that happened a long time ago. Forget about her.
If you cross me, I'll shove you out the airlock.
You've made that very clear. Don't worry. I enjoy being alive.
Remember me? Agent Saganti with the Republic Customs Office. I have some questions about Beryl Thorne.
What do you want to know, Agent?
I suspect Thorne is smuggling relics, and I think I know how she's doing it. What I lack is proof. I need someone to step forward and testify so I can arrest her. I'm looking for an honest citizen, Captain.
I'll say whatever you want, for the right price.
I only pay for leads that result in an arrest. Hard evidence. If you know something about Beryl, I'd love to hear it.
I caught Beryl hiding relics inside those core sample containers.
I knew it. Regulations keep me from opening those containers, but now I have eyewitnesses. My men will arrest Thorne immediately. Her smuggling operation is finished. Take your reward, with my compliments.
Excuse me, but I have business elsewhere?
I can't believe you rolled over on Beryl.
We need to keep the heat off us.
There had to have been a better way.
What the? Who the? How'd you?
You are one ugly pile of scrap, aren't you?
How dare? What are you? This is first-rate battle armor. Skavik, you there? You want to see this, boss?
Too perfect. I love it when everything comes together like this. How's life treating you, Captain? You enjoying my ship and all my stuff? What about that two-faced Risha?
You want answers, you cheap nerf herder? Come and get him yourself.
Yeah, I'd love to, but I'm stuck in orbit and you'll be a grease stain by the time I get down there. I could kill everybody who cracks a joke, but that's a lot of work. So why don't you just die already?
I'm ready to settle this when you are.
Glad to hear you're on board with the plan.
You got the astrogation chart, didn't you? I can tell by the look on your face.
Did you ever doubt me?
If I did, you've just made me a believer for life. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the Starship engine for that caged beast.
How can that slobbering creature be worth a ship engine?
It's the last male Shanjaru in the galaxy. The species is pretty much extinct. That makes it valuable. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry. Druga's feasts are elaborate 40-course meals. He's probably too busy gorging himself to bother with a hollow. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell.
Who told you about the price on my head?
I ran a background check on you before we left Coruscant. A girl can't be too careful.
This situation is like navigating an asteroid field.
Listen to the Wookiee boast of his murders. This monster has slaughtered entire Hutt clans, but his reign of terror ends. Before he dies, he will know true fear. We Kalish warriors swear it by our blood.
That Wookiee's not afraid of you, pal.
Whoa, Captain. Don't get so close. Thing's liable to tear your arms off and beat you to death with them.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Tell that to the reptiles littering the floor.
Life's full of disappointments, roly-poly. You made a deal, Druga. I'll go. After I bury my blaster in your flabby head.
Look here. This holo recording was left by the thieves who stole Druga's female Shanjaru. It may interest you.
When will the Hutts learn that nature's creatures are not for their sick entertainment? So long as innocent beasts are victimized by the decadent slave masters of Nar Shaddaa, we will fight freedom for all life.
The woman continues like this for another 3 hours. We use her recording to lull ourselves to sleep at night.
She's a real windbag, all right. I need that beast you stole from Druga.
You're too late, you barbaric scum. The Shanjaru is gone, and I'll never tell you where Momi took it. I'm ready to die for my cause. Are you?
You picked the wrong side, and now you're paying for it.
Blast it, Captain! I hope nobody saw that.
You are one messed up individual.
And hello. The name's Zank Helrot, Captain. I'm Rogan the Butcher's personal bounty hunter.
Is that a man or a hover tank?
You like my armor? I polished it for this occasion.
Zank, you're the shiniest bounty hunter I've ever met.
Please, kill me.
Captain, it's that girl from the Hollow. Momi Andrell. What did the sick filth heap do to her?
Leger used me for experiments. Did terrible things. I'm dying.
I'm sure you deserved it.
Thief or not, nobody deserves this.
Druga only wants the Shanjaru so he can eat the last of a species.
And the Hutt will have his meal shortly. There is no reason for more violence.
The way I see it, I deserve something for all my time and effort.
I returned Druga's beast unharmed. What more do you want?
The Shinjaro's genetic samples are the only way to save the species. Get them from Leger.
Wait. I'll pay whatever it takes to keep these samples. Leave me in peace so I can finish my research.
You just bought my silence, Doc.
No! No!
I can't believe this. What have you gotten me into?
Love to, but I need to install that prototype engine. Maybe next time.
Come on, Risha. Don't leave this hut hanging.
It's a date, Druga.
The Wookiee's final performance begins.
And then the Wookiee goes free?
If by free you mean dead, then yes.
Esopoda no pachunki, fagutaji otovogisa.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
Ki hasado ponyo, to bimigusha pidonki.
Weren't you entertained, Druga?
Tasa jusko kobana buta.
My life is full of trouble, Bodar. If you want to tag along, that's your choice.
Yeah, free to make my life miserable. He smells like a wet bantha.
I need help getting my engines going. I'll pay if you help with repairs.
I'll do it blindfolded, just for fun.
Hate to be nosy, but is there some reason we're docking with a decrepit starship in the middle of nowhere?
We're here on a rescue mission.
And who's gonna rescue us if things go wrong? I won't tell you how to run your ship, but what am I supposed to do if you don't come back? Boarding another vessel in deep space is tricky. A million things can go wrong. You're at least planning to take some muscle, right? You do have a Wookiee?
It's just a starship. How much trouble can I get in?
Famous last words.
Hi there. Was starting to think you wouldn't show.
You promised me a reward, right? Let's see it.
Yeah, the thing is, there is no reward. Not for you, anyway. Just so you know, this isn't personal. I have to kill you. But it's for love.
Nobody's ever tried to kill me for love before.
It's romantic, right? Skavik? It's me, Feylara. Surprise!
Long time no see, sweetheart. How'd you get this hollow frequency?
Doesn't matter. I've missed you so much, honey bunch.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
What is this, Captain? You're making an army out of my ex-girlfriends?
It's not like that at all. This is your nemesis, right? The captain who stole your ship on Coruscant and made you look stupid?
Say goodbye to your girl, Skavik.
I'm trying to, believe me.
Don't be like that. You know you love me. You're just afraid of commitment. I can prove how much I love you, honey bunch. I'm killing this nemesis for you. Wow, you're really good.
Lady, I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Let's just call this even. With my ray shield on, you can't hurt me.
Hey, Lara, how are you powering that ray shield?
Portable battery pack.
You know those only last a few minutes, right?
Oh, no.
Aw, did the instructions have too many big words?
Honey bunch, my shield is down. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Die? Kill you later, Captain.
Honey bunch, wait! He hung up. I thought he loved me.
Nobody loves you.
Honey bunch.
Let me guess. It was a trap.
I hit some turbulence, but I worked things out.
Obviously. If there's one thing I hate, it's phony distress calls. They make spacers too paranoid to answer the real ones.
We'll be more careful next time.
We? I'm always careful, Captain. Not sure you know the meaning of the word. I've set up some new deals on Alderaan and Tatooine. Ready to deliver the rest of this cargo?
I can't wait to meet the buyer of that severed head.
Hope you enjoy heat, Captain. It's the closest you'll get to landing on a sun. Unless you're really unlucky.
If there's credits in it, I'll go just about anywhere.
An attitude like that will take you far in this galaxy. To find Nocdrayan's fortune, we need to pry that sensor computer out of Diago's sticky fingers.
Holding on to things is tricky when you're full of blaster holes.
If you think you can kill Diago Hickson, take the shot. If you run into Diago, watch your back. He makes Skavik look like a Jedi Padawan.
What the blazes is a Padawan?
Jedi in training, goody-goody students, always on their best behavior. Never mind.
Welcome, Captain. The lovely Risha has excellent taste in business partners. A face like yours attracts a lot of attention in a place like this. You'll never have to buy yourself a drink.
If he tries anything, tear his arms off.
There's no need for threats. We're all friends here. I'm sorry to say this, but you've come in a bad time to do business. Things are tense.
You promised that sensor computer, and you're going to deliver it.
Honoring my promise is difficult under such dangerous conditions.
Hey, pretty face.
You don't belong here.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Then you definitely don't belong here.
Excuse me, but I suddenly feel an urge to put away all the breakable things.
I'm only a weary traveler. There's plenty of room here for both of us, my friend.
You're not my friend, got it?
Now this is a matchup I can't wait to see.
Hear that? You don't have any friends here.
You want to leave me alone. You want to stop noticing me.
You're really starting to annoy me. Men? Let's show Pretty Face what we do with people who annoy me.
I'm guessing she won't be so pretty anymore, right? We're not here to fight other people's battles.
I am Nariel Prydence, Jedi Knight. I come in peace, but I will defend myself.
A Jedi! Kill her!
It was never my intention to cause violence here. It's good you kept out of this fight.
Watching you carve them up is the most fun I've had all day.
They were bad men, but it's wrong to take pleasure from their deaths. I'm looking for Vaveron Zare, an agent of evil and servant of the Sith Empire. Have you heard of her?
I've met a lot of agents of evil, but nobody by that name.
I hear she's taken an interest in the local underworld, so I came to observe these criminals and gain information.
If you were hoping to impress me with your brilliance, it's not working.
Risha says you're one of the best. I trust her judgment. If you want your sensor computer, get me that great dragon fang.
Been a while since I broke a sweat. Might be fun.
My name is Vaveron Zare. I'm interested in discussing a bargain with Diago Hickson.
I'm trying to get a meeting with Diago myself.
Yes. It's easier to get an appointment with the Dark Council. I've been prodding Diago for weeks. Raid a business here, kill a lieutenant there. But it's like he hasn't noticed. I thought sending the Geonosians to raid this operation would surely draw him out. But all I've got is you.
Maybe he just doesn't have time for chit-chat.
I'm seeking a small crimson box. But I need to arrange a meeting. Can you do that?
Are you looking to hire me?
If you serve me, you serve yourself. For your assistance, you'll receive a gift few beings ever enjoy. The pleasure of my company. If you want to pretend like you're not interested, I can offer a more material reward. I offer the chance of a lifetime. All I ask is that you arrange a meeting for me with Diago.
You come up with saying that by yourself?
I'm deeply impressed with how you handled those Geonosians, Captain.
Remember that Sith we heard about? She controls the Geonosians, and she wants to meet Diago.
The Sith is behind the attacks on our operation? How do you know?
For a being of pure evil, she was surprisingly forthcoming.
Typical Sith. Start negotiations by blasting everything in sight. The Imperials and meet me at the Light Spring.
You're gonna leave me to clean this up?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to die. Good luck. See you at the Light Spring.
I just sent the all-clear signal to my soldiers. They're retreating as we speak. Oh. Or perhaps not.
What's the matter? You can't find the exit?
Not exactly. Apparently, little Nariel has decided to poke her lightsaber where it doesn't belong. She's killing my soldiers at the palace's main door. Be a dear and throw her off our trail.
They wouldn't surrender. Why don't they ever surrender?
If they don't fight you, their Sith Masters kill them.
The Empire's brutality is a blight on our galaxy. If you know anything about the Sith's current whereabouts, please tell me.
Zare's headed for the desert, to an underground well called the Light Spring.
You did the right thing informing me of this.
Perfect solitude for a year. Now, 4 interruptions in a day. Frustrating.
I didn't lead the Jedi or the Sith here, boss. I don't know how they found you.
Sorry, I've been a real chatterbox lately.
Are you insane? Why would you lead them here?
Why do I get the feeling you're playing us against each other? Can't believe you'd jeopardize your reward from me.
Reward? What's she talking about?
Leave me out of your little drama, all right?
Empty chatter, like fingernails on transparent steel. I will silence. Who is that?
Captain, haven't heard from you in a while. Everything all right?
I got things under control.
Seems like it.
Oh, beautiful girl. So beautiful.
Wait, is that him? You're with Diago?
I want to see her again. Now!
I could set you two up if you're interested.
Diago dear, I can offer you so much more. Just as soon as we rid ourselves of this Jedi.
Afraid to fight me alone, Sith?
Silence! The only voice here should be mine.
Diago, you're every bit the monster Vaveron Zare is. You will both pay.
You want to kill the Jedi.
You want to drop your weapons.
You owe me big time, Zare.
The Force is with me.
No more! I find the beautiful girl myself! Droids! Kill everyone! But I didn't do anything! Everyone!
Congratulations. You finally did the smart thing. Do you expect me to be grateful?
If I need to reload my blaster, just say so.
Oh, don't be tedious. I was only teasing. You've been ever so helpful. Let's discuss your compensation. Tell me your heart's desire, my dear.
I think I could learn a few things from you.
A would-be apprentice. How sweet. I'd be happy to share a few morsels of wisdom with you. Here, settle in next to me. How do you feel, my dear? Wiser, I hope.
The fashion tips alone were worth it.
Remember what I said about Alderaan. It's the only way you'll get invited to the best parties.
Wasn't sure I'd see you alive again, much less with that sensor computer. How did you get it?
Diago Hickson passed away unexpectedly. Left me a generous inheritance.
Alderaan certainly is the prettiest world on our itinerary. Don't let all that breathtaking scenery fool you, though. This is the most dangerous planet of the core worlds. The nobles here could teach the Sith a few things about backstabbing and assassination. There's always a catch, isn't there? The planet would be a paradise if it wasn't for the people. The current succession war is the bloodiest on record. Since the Empire arrived to put its own puppet in charge, there's no telling who will come out on top.
Sounds like a good place to turn a profit.
There's nothing like a little political chaos to line a spacer's pockets.
I am Lady Sidonia Terran, Herald of the Gold Aurora.
And I'm her brother, Lord Len Terran, Warden of the Eternal Flame. Please call me Len.
You're the best thing I've seen all day, Len.
The last time a woman made me blush, I was just a boy. One of Alderaan's more reprehensible pedigrees, House Bayless, slaughtered our family and seized all our holdings.
You still have this old clanker for whatever it's worth.
This droid holds new hope for us, literally. Centuries ago, our ancestors hid something inside it for safekeeping. What that droid contains will rebuild House Terran. But we need instructions to safely open the hidden compartment. It's rigged to explode, you see.
The instructions are at our family's estate, now occupied by House Bayless's forces. Without those instructions, we can't pay you.
Are you looking to hire me?
You're obviously talented at acquiring things. Sidonia, it's almost time for that meeting with House Organa. Why don't you go chat with them in my place?
How shocking that you'd rather stay and entertain a female guest. Very well. I'll return as soon as I'm able.
Don't hurry back.
Goodbye.
I thought she'd never leave. My dear sister has the charisma of a Killick. You, on the other hand, are endlessly charming.
I'd prefer it if you'd stick around.
I don't mind if your servant hears our conversation. I'm many things, but shy isn't one of them. When you return with that datapad, I'll have to find a creative means of thanking you.
I've already thought of several.
Really? I look forward to comparing notes. When this droid business is over, I might leave Alderaan. Finally put the blood and feuding behind me. Spend the rest of my life as a galactic vagabond? Wouldn't that be grand?
If you're looking to roam the galaxy, we should talk when I get back.
I hope we'll do more than talk. I've monopolized your time enough for now. Do take care of yourself. I'll let my dear sister have the honors. Never could decipher that blasted thing.
It's a simple code, woven through the genealogical entries. You just have to assemble the letters correctly, Len.
What are you waiting for? An invitation?
You sound just like our old droid governess. I so miss her gentle scolding.
The holochip is hidden within a false power storage unit, behind a detonite charge. Entering the disarm code. When the other families hear of this, we will reclaim our status among the nobility.
Don't forget who put you back on top.
I think you'll find us extremely generous to our friends.
I must leave at once to have this data authenticated by the Royal Council. Len, see to our hero's payment.
Nothing would please me more, dear sister.
We'll go tree climbing after we get paid.
Yes, well, you clearly have a pressing schedule, so I won't impose.
You got House Tehran schematic. Perfect. That wasn't too bad, was it?
I should make you do more of the work.
I have delicate hands, Captain. It would be a shame to get them dirty. Your next delivery is to take that head in the jar to a sniveling little stuffed shirt named Pima Ahuf.
Can't wait to ditch that creepy head. I swear its eyes follow me around the cargo hold.
Scoot along and don't be a bother. Otherwise, you'll answer to security.
Do you want this head in a jar or not?
I most certainly do not. Get that disgusting thing out of my sight. I mean, really, what sort of buffoon brings a counterfeit head and expects payment? House Alder has already obtained the head of Darth Bandon, thank you very much. It was genetically authenticated by one of my conservators yesterday.
Not only are you an idiot, your people are incompetent.
How dare you? Where is Neva? I want her to run the genetic authenticator on this head and prove it's a fake.
I haven't seen Neva since she authenticated the other head yesterday, noble curator. I sent a message to her holo, but she never replied.
I smell a womp rat.
This estate is vermin-free, I assure you. I'm afraid we have a slight problem. This head is a 100% genetic match for the Sith Lord Darth Bandon. I retested the head Neva verified yesterday, and it does not appear anywhere in the genetic authenticator's database.
Hand over my payment, you morons.
That poses something of a problem. We already gave it to the other man. Hey, Captain. You're a little late to the party.
I should have known you were behind this, Skavik.
I promised you'd regret crossing me. Hope you don't mind, Pimi, but Neva's taking an early retirement. She's too gorgeous for life in a museum. What? You menace! You corrupted that girl! Wasn't that hard, trust me. Whoa, easy there, Scruffy. I see your taste in friends hasn't improved, Captain.
At least I have friends.
Ooh, that hurts. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep on that bed of credits I'll get from Noctranian's treasure. I wish I had a hollow of your face right now, Captain. That expression is just priceless. Have fun eating my vapor trails. You didn't waste any time, did you, Captain? Bet you ran quicker than a Varactyl on hot sand. Not that it mattered. Yeah, sorry I can't be there in person, but my sweet little Neva is very sensitive to violence. Don't worry, though. My friends here will show you a good time.
This is a preview of what I'm gonna do to you, Skavik.
Hit it, man! You're either the luckiest shot in the galaxy or those were some seriously unlucky mercenaries. Guess I'll erase this hollow recording.
Anybody who works for you dies. Got it?
That's pretty hard on employee morale, you know that?
The good news is, I tracked Skavik's ship to House Thul's spaceport. He must have gone there to finish installing that hyperdrive. There's still time to get him.
Is Skavik a fast mechanic?
He's handier with words than he is with a hydro-spanner. The Empire controls House Thul. Skavik has landing clearance from the Imperials, but you'll have to sneak in on foot. Luckily, someone here owes me a big favor. I've arranged a meeting to sneak you inside that spaceport and get the hyperdrive.
What a perfect excuse to blow things up.
Centuries ago, Trask Ulgo bravely sacrificed himself in combat with Darth Bandon. Trask's martyrdom saved the Galactic Republic.
You nobles will make a hero out of any screw-up, won't you?
Trask's death was a noble sacrifice. It allowed a powerful Force user to live who eventually went on to destroy the evil Darth Malak. The remains of Trask's murderer will be the perfect peace offering to our king. House Alda must have your head, so to speak.
His head's gonna cost you a lot.
Please, I beg you, for the love of peace and posterity, please accept my offer of what little I possess.
I'll take that. And your nicest museum piece.
That would violate every tenet of the noble curator's code. If anyone found out, the shame of it. If I don't get that head, the shame will be worse. Here, take this. It's from the late Bergen period, very valuable. I don't know how I'll sleep at night, but at least the Baron has his head.
Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise.
What's wrong? You're too good to speak basic?
Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
If I needed luck, I'd already be dead.
Kabanotase makipuna, mali tuta udmishka. Kichawa joto dudebita tuta ulya, nuja.
Beraka karamkara, ninyamak oramag yang migik.
Sorry, but that's not an option anymore.
Nimikana maya.
He could have told people about us.
Duke Bayless was offended by your visit to our former home. He's demanding satisfaction. The Duke is sending his son, Zin Bayless, Alderion's finest marksman, to challenge me to a pistol duel to the death.
It was nice knowing you.
Our friendship doesn't have to end. You could, I don't know, offer to fight for me. Doesn't that sound friendly?
My brother never mastered the art of the blaster. He can't possibly face Zin. Unless we find a champion to take Lin's place, he's as good as dead. Please, will you be our champion?
What's the upside for me?
We'll reward you well to fight on my brother's behalf.
Just in time. We were, about to start without you.
If you think the prospect of killing a woman bothers me, think again. She is, after all, not a lady. Silence your vile pet, or I'll have it sent to the zoo.
Draw.
Ah! You filthy mongrel! How dare you violate the rules of noble combat? The duel hadn't even started!
What about now?
Stop! Stop, blast you! The duel is ended! You win!
This duel was to the death, remember?
You saved my brother's life.
Not only that, you did it with style. Where did you learn to fight like that?
It's all in the reflexes.
Drat. I was hoping you could give me some pointers.
There are no words to express our gratitude. This reward will have to suffice.
I saved your brother's life. That's gotta be worth more than a few credits.
I can't put a price on my brother's life, but I believe I can approximate yours. My brother and I must flee House Organa. It's only a matter of time before House Bayless makes another move against us.
Are we done? Can I go now?
Yes, it's time we parted ways.
I have to hand it to you, Captain. You not only took care of business, but you made Skavik look like a fool.
I'm getting pretty good at tripping up Skavik.
The only women Skavik understands are brainless tarts. You must be tilting his galaxy. Wait, hang on. Oh, this ought to be good. Hello, Skavik. How's Trix?
Just fantasizing about killing you and your friends, sweetheart. Want to hear the details?
Sorry I missed you at the spaceport, buddy.
Someone took Ardila. Said I'll get her back in pieces if you don't come. Pieces! You have to help me.
Wait, let me guess. Someone is in trouble, and you're gonna ask me to help.
You're a quick study, Captain. All right, I dug up everything I could about the Chini Rift and that Zerka mining complex. I'd say we've got a 50-50 shot at coming back alive.
That's your idea of good odds?
Considering how the rest of our trip has gone, it's not bad.
And then what? That man will kill Ardila if we try anything.
I'll keep this mysterious kidnapper distracted by surrendering to him, while my friend sneaks up behind.
I don't like this. Using women for bait? What kind of man allows that?
Are you getting sweet on her? Is that your problem?
I don't even like her. Doesn't mean I want to see her hurt.
If you care that much, Corso, feel free to jump in front of any blaster bolts coming my way.
Risha, what are you doing here?
Let her go, and you can do whatever you want with me.
Unfortunately for your Togruta friend, I'm to leave no witnesses. Besides, this planet offers precious little else in the way of entertainment.
Who's up for a dance?
Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. I always knew you would.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
It's even harder for the rest of us. No one has ever come as close to finding Noctraean's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
I was thinking I might hire an army of Wookiees.
What you lack in practicality, you make up in style. This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realized. I've waited 10 years for it.
Is this the part where you stabbed me in the back?
After all this time, you still don't trust me? There's hope for you yet.
I've done everything to stop this disease, but it's never been enough. Soon, the illness will consume my vital organs.
Rumor is, Jedi can heal anything.
The Jedi proved uncooperative. I killed 3 trying to learn their secrets. There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
I'm sorry, did you say massive black hole?
I'd wish you good luck, but I know you don't need it.
I might just need a Wookiee in the Long Shadow.
Warning, hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
You said it, Bowie.
The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My Royal Executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal Edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
You won't last 2 seconds against me.
Powering up weapons.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
For a worthless piece of scum, you sure are an optimist. Me? I'm more practical. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. All I had to do was wait for you to leave and then give that idiot Corso another smack in the back of the head.
That farm boy is so fired when we get back.
By all means, send your Wookiee at me. I need a new winter coat. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
I've been wanting to kill you since Ord Mantell.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavik, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
I buried Skavik in that black hole, by the way. Long story.
Who is this Skavik?
He's nobody. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness.
I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that.
Captain! Such a pleasure to see your lovely face again.
Who are you? And don't start trying to tell me I owe you money.
Darmas Palarin, from Coruscant. I can't believe you've forgotten. I helped you find that wretched Skavik after he stole your ship.
Vidu's friend, Captain, and mine, remember? Without him, we'd still be searching Coruscant street by street.
Captain, I never thought I'd see you here. Thought you were too good for a small-time crooks in Port Nowhere. Once you got your hands on Nocdrayan's ship, woohoo! Can I buy you a drink? Get some pointers? I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Careful, you're drooling on the rug there, buddy.
Logan. They call me the Butcher. You lost a blaster shipment of mine some time back, and I don't remember ever getting an apology. How about it, Captain? You know how to say I'm sorry?
Not really threatened by a man who's lost his guns.
Oh, I've got plenty more. Mostly in the hands of a loyal gentleman waiting for you throughout Port Nowhere. No one steals from me and lives, girl. And you're not running away this time. My men have your hangar locked down tight.
Sounds like a fun fight.
This is Senator Bevera Dodana. I work with her now. Rah, rah, hail the Republic, etc., etc.
I hope the opportunity you're offering wasn't just the chance to kill Rogan's thugs.
You never waste time.
Rogan the Butcher is an Imperial lackey. A puppet on a string for Imperial High Command. There's an Imperial fleet waiting out there. Rogan's men were going to deliver us to the Imperials.
This isn't that guy, is it? The slaver with the stupid name?
He's got contacts in every major gang.
How would you like a commission from the Galactic Senate, authorizing you as a privateer naval captain, tasked to target Imperial forces at will?
I see what you get out of that arrangement, but...
It's nothing worse than what you take on daily, for a profit a lot smaller than we can offer, and a cause far less worthy. It's a straightforward deal. We give you targets, cargo, the job we need done, and all the support we can covertly provide. In return, we look the other way about any laws you break, or private gains you make along the way.
Sounds like a good deal.
And don't think this is all about serving the Republic, either. There's a fortune to be made in this war. An enterprising individual could end up with a criminal empire to rival Rogan.
Rival Rogan? I'm gonna annihilate him.
You really aren't an easy woman to live with, are you?
You don't know the half of it.
The Republic spent billions on Project Nebula's weapons. Then the Imperials nabbed them before they fired a shot. And now the Empire is sending the complete Nebula munitions shipments to their front lines. The Republic's got no chance.
You think the munitions will pick themselves up and migrate back to the Republic?
Senator Dodana wants you to work with the Balmoran Resistance. They can help you track down the Nebula shipment, then find a way to divert it to Palliser Station, a Republic base near Corellia.
So, dangerous mission behind enemy lines, key importance. How many zeros are we talking?
The Republic wants the munitions away from the Empire. However, not enough to pay market value. A smart operator might sell the prototypes back to them piece by piece. Not that I'm the one who told you.
My master most often refers to me as Sixer. I believe he sees it as an affectionate nickname.
It's so rare to meet a man who really loves his droid.
Indeed. Many people actually take protocol droids for granted. It's as if our feelings don't... Oh, was that sarcasm?
So, what brings you to Balmora, Captain? Other than the Fat Republic payoff? They're so busy hiding behind treaties, they're handing out credits like candy. I mean, folks like you and me can make a killing.
I was told there's some horrific weapons of death and destruction the Republic doesn't want the Imperial Army getting its hands on.
The same Republic who walked out on us when the Void Wolf sent his death squads? Doesn't exactly buy them the moral high ground. In return, he says he's got a location for the Nebula shipment. I need you to make the drop-off.
I get the feeling this is a lot more complicated than you make it sound. You think?
This is Imperial property. Freeze!
If I listen, does that mean you won't shoot me? Because that seems out of character.
Good point. Don't we usually shoot them anyway?
Shut up!
I want access to Moff Tyrek, and I'll pay any price you name to get it.
Whoa.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
That sounds even more embarrassing when you say it.
A foot patrol caught Master Newman and the others. They're taking them to Camp Vigil.
I'm guessing that's not a let's sleep under the romantic moonlight sort of camp?
Camp Vigil is Balmora's most notorious prison camp. Master Newman has a pair of field disruptors he intended to use to break our people out. If you were to smuggle them to him now, he could stage a massive prison break from inside. The Empire will be humiliated.
And I suppose this prison has a convenient back entrance. Laundry service, off-site catering. You get me into Free Newman, I can set you up with a lot of stims. Free.
I couldn't. They'd kill me if they found out. Of course, they'd already kill me for talking to you, and buying stims, and sometimes saying, "Fail to the Empire," under my breath when we renew our oaths of service. All right, give them to me.
I suggest you get very, very lost now.
Okay. I'll, find somewhere to hide. Just don't kill me.
Huh?
Keep your head down. Security's tight inside the camp.
Do Mandalorians not learn how to say hello?
Sukoigar. It also means I'm surprised you're still alive. Better? My clan brother is there. Help me free him, and I'll assist you with whatever you need.
If this comes back to haunt me, you're gonna pay.
For now, we are partners. I will not break that trust.
It should open all the internal doors, leave you just the droids to get past.
Droids always seem to like me.
I wouldn't count on these droids having much personality.
I am Moff Tyrek. My cover is blown. I require an armed escort to Republic territory and an immediate flight off-planet.
What did you do?
Nothing. How was I supposed to know Imperial intelligence would start asking where I got my custom land speeders? That's my private property. Questionable spending practices, they said. Unsustainable on my current salary, they said.
You couldn't resist splashing around the cash the Republic gave you.
What would be the point of taking money I don't spend?
This is the problem with relying on people's greed and stupidity. It works.
Keep at him. Chin nampa al-anam. Come. And we better stick Tyrak in disguise, probably as a servant.
A servant?
Suck it up, princess.
You're here. I thought you'd abandoned me. Those incompetent soldiers you left me with are all dead. I suggested a shortcut past Imperial barracks, and they had the gall to blame me. Me, when they went and got themselves killed, leaving me undefended.
You really think they died just to inconvenience you?
Well, they certainly didn't fight like they understood the stakes. I'm a wanted man. This has been harrowing enough already. I mean, I've ordered plenty of deaths, but I've never had to watch. Oh, and before you go, do you think you can bring me some water? I'm parched. Maybe a blaster, just in case.
If you bring the Imperial Guards down on us, I'm feeding you to them.
You won't be leaving me any snacks, then? This servant's outfit clashes with my eyes. Don't take too long. My leg is cramping.
Off to Port Nowhere. I bet Rogan the Butcher's never swiped a haul that big.
I think even my father would be impressed.
Is this the one? Yes. No. She's an authorized repair tech sent by High Command.
Surrender. You are in violation of the laws of the Sith Empire.
Usually, I stick to breaking the laws of the planet I'm on.
Balmora is a protectorate of the Sith Empire. The word of the Emperor is law.
This isn't my fault. I was being helpful. I was scouting for guards.
Well, it seems you found them.
I have hunted this man for 5 years. Ever since his command saw my entire clan executed as traitors.
Are you sure you've got the right guy?
It's not really ringing any bells. But my assistant handles most of that sort of paperwork.
But why did you do it? Why conspire against them?
If I get an execution order, I always sign it. Better the wrong men dead than a traitor left alive, right?
This cannot be him. Where is the real Moff Tyrek? This sadistic Imperial puppet master.
Can we leave now? I have tickets to the Palawic Opera on Nar Shaddaa tonight.
No, I demand my blood rights.
I'm not buying the "I didn't realize murder is bad" excuse.
Are you looking for an extra gun?
You come with me, you'll need to follow my orders. And stop killing people every time you need to talk.
If I must.
The Imperials are going nuts about losing the Nebula shipment. I didn't know the Emperor let them use that kind of language.
What can I say? Sometimes a girl just needs bigger ordnance.
We've got an old saying here on Balmora. It's not the size of the missile, but how it hits the target.
Sorry, Captain. We're under heavy fire. The Void Wolf. Without an immediate assist, we're gonna be red smears on the sidewalk.
I don't risk my life for strangers. But I find credits are a great way to make friends.
Get us out of here intact, and my whole fleet's yours, however long you need it.
Get us out of here, and everything you see is yours for the taking.
I don't visit Imperial-occupied war zones just for fun.
Yet somehow you end up in quite a lot of them.
Do you two know each other?
Oh yes. From what Agent Suganti said, it was the captain's testimony that got me jailed on Terrace as a suspected antiquities thief. You'll be glad to hear I scraped together the bribe he wanted and escaped my sentence. I'm sure you were worried.
You want to be rescued or not?
What's option C?
The Void Wolf's been using a powerful planetary sensor station to tag any ships leaving Quesh's surface. Then his fleet homes in, and boom. The only way off is to destroy the station's sensor processors.
Don't even think about going back on that offer, or I'll take you to the Void Wolf myself.
Just because you don't hesitate to double-cross an ally doesn't mean everyone's made that way.
I am the Void Wolf. I earned that name. And don't imagine that discovering the stolen fortune of some wheezing old gangster with his own daughter's aid prepares you to take me on.
Okay, this is getting creepy. Do you have my picture on your wall?
Go home, Captain. Make your jokes. Revel in your ignorance.
This cloaking device, whatever it is, makes their ships basically invisible to instruments. We can't see them coming. We can't stop them, and neither can the Empire. We need this device, and we need you to get it for us.
You're not gonna sweeten the pot?
All we want is the tech. Anything else you find, make your own plans how to dispose of it.
Senator Dodonna's privateer, right? Infiltrating the White Maw. It won't be easy to earn their trust.
The Force have any insights you could pass along, Master Jedi?
My child, the Force is dark around these pirates. They have great anger. Serious anger. Do you understand? The droids guarding the cache will have to defend it to be convincing, but I'll inform the lieutenant in charge.
It's all on you then if something goes wrong.
Absolutely. The Jedi Council teaches, that we are all responsible for the lives we touch.
Are you the one Major Pannon was expecting? From the Lady Senator? Then, nope. I still can't guess why you'd be doing this.
The sensors are for an important trade.
Then you should have requisitioned them. You just destroyed some of our last functioning droids.
So, Jedi lied too. What a surprise.
Jedi? You mean Padawan Guyana? She was with Major Pannon during the attack. Died in the same blast.
We need to have a word with this false Jedi.
You lied to me.
See, there's a disturbance in the Force. Oh, no.
Are you really a Jedi? I don't usually kill Jedi, but I could make an exception.
I am a Jedi. Or was. You know, a Padawan, but I can see the Force. I just can't use it.
Compared to Rogan the Butcher and Nock Drayan, you're small time.
That drooling idiot knows nothing about Kandahar or what he's asking you to take on.
What happened to my love and lord?
I've been a slave for 7 years. I've learned what he wants me to say.
Kandahar is dead. Now tell Shai Tenna to get me into the White Maw.
Fantastic. Now we won't be handed off to the Imperials like unwanted puppies. Sadly, it also means the chance of my love and lord getting a blaster bolt between the eyes just dropped to nil.
Let me tell you, I've killed better boyfriends.
That's the best offer I've had in 7 years.
Shai Tenna's here under orders of some big-shot gangster, Rogan the Butcher. He's trying to bring the whole White Maw into Rogan's fold.
I was going to kill Shai Tenna already. Now I'm gonna make it hurt.
Do it quick. Shai Tenna's on a rampage. He's taken out half the leaders of the White Maw, and he's not slowing down. Whatever you're after, you'd better get it. And fast.
You seem about as trustworthy as a used speeder salesman.
Really? Most people find me harmless and kind of charming. Never mind. There are Gand bounty hunters waiting in the next room, courtesy of Rogan the Butcher.
Where does Rogan keep finding these people?
If you don't want to drop dead before a shot hits you, forget the Gand. Go past them into the room and target the gas valves.
You're just a font of helpful information, aren't you?
I work for Rogan. There, I said it. The whole reason he sent me to Hoth was to kill you, and I don't want to do it anymore. I had no idea what you were really like. The Jedi Order, it's all black and white. Like, why try if I've already turned my back on the light? I ended up in hock to Rogan. He basically made me Shaiten's slave. Told him to use me how he wanted.
You did know they don't call him Rogan the cuddly defender of orphan Jedi, right?
Hey, I thought the Butcher meant the guy couldn't be beat, until I met you. We should be able to put one over on them, no problem. I'll follow your lead.
Let us in, unless you two want to share a grave.
Maybe there's something I should have explained about con jobs. Duck!
You've tracked down our secret weapon. Is that what a few years on Hoth does to your skin?
He's a Kidonak. Meet the White Maw's technological marvel. A poor brain-damaged child with a connection to the Force. When he's scared, he uses it to hide himself. It's his own bad luck the effect is powerful enough to extend over an entire fleet.
So, I've been shot by pirates, mauled by wampas, frozen vital body parts, and there is no cloaking device? Go tell your master you need a new kennel. I'm taking this one.
So, Captain, funny running into you here. You're making a habit of saving my life. I mean, thank you for freeing me from this place and that sadistic jerk, and, what do you say we make this a permanent arrangement?
This is just a complicated scheme of Rogan's to drive me to suicide, right?
See? And I'm so glad you brought that up. I know Rogan, I can help you. I'll tell you what he might be planning, where his stashes are. It'll be mutually beneficial. I'll be like your apprentice, and you'll be like my guy I tell things to.
I'll need a reason that outweighs the fact that you're a two-faced lying scum who tried to get me killed.
See? It's exactly that kind of insightful understanding of the human condition I need to learn. We worked so well together. With the guards, I've got contacts, knowledge. I can hold my own with a blaster. And that's before you teach me. I'm a blank slate, Captain.
There's just one thing first.
Ow! What was that for? Don't answer that. Does this mean I can come? Thank you so much. I can't wait to start learning from you. Just let me get my things, and adjust the humidity in your ship. My skin is really sensitive to... never mind.
Personally, I find it a bit terrifying that something so important can rest with a single individual.
That's what it always comes down to. You're going home empty-handed, Strelth. You both die.
You kill everyone here, Captain. Who's to say who did it? Strelth's not known for working things out peacefully. Frame Rogan for killing Rascuro. You cut off his ties to the entire Hutt cartel.
Rogan's already butted up against cartel controls. It wouldn't take much to convince them he'd attacked.
Let's end this boring conversation.
Darmus told me what you're doing. It's quite heroic, really. The Treaty of Coruscant forbids official strikes on non-military vessels. We're lucky you're not bound by that.
I'd hate to have to share the spoils with a whole squadron.
And I'm sure they're thrilled not to share the risk with you.
Hey, what are you doing poking around here? The only arrival code we've received is for Imperial Starship 2423 T6H3L5. Pilot Lieutenant Commander Anaya Aurelia Cleone of the Chiss Alliance.
I love killing morons like you.
What? What are you...
Nice.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Just call me Sir.
You're bound by the rules of warfare to send reinforcements when an Imperial vessel is under attack.
Oh, did I not mention? The Empire just declared war on the Republic and all its representatives.
And as Article 17 of the Zyos Convention states, an Imperial Admiral is justified in destroying Imperial targets at risk of falling into enemy hands. With the Captain's track record, I just can't take that chance.
What kind of morons blow up their own ship so it don't get looted?
We stumbled onto some kind of internal power play. The Void Wolf just took down 3 Moffs.
Good. Let them blow each other up. Long as we got the money. Let's split and then let's split, you know? I don't want to chance anyone following. How much do we get?
Thanks for the help, boys. I don't need you anymore.
You backstabbing traitor. Combo, look clear.
Have you ever seen an animal like this?
The beast looks modified. I can't make heads or tails of the original form.
Well, I'll pay good money to find out what they are. And how Rogan the Butcher got his hands on them. He's just managed to move himself from thorn in my side to public enemy #1.
If you need someone to bring you Rogan's head on a plate, look no further.
Oh, I couldn't accept such a gift. You keep it. Rogan is the Void Wolf's most dangerous tool. I think the time has come to take down his criminal empire once and for all.
And I thought going legit meant I wouldn't have any fun.
Just don't let your maniacal giggling make you lose sight of how dangerous he is.
Senator Dodana's already called to rave about how you just saved her life. Meaning the whole Republic's backing you when you finally take down Rogan. Not bad for somebody from the wrong side of the hyperlane.
When did you two decide that I want to start hunting down the most brutal gangster in the entire galaxy?
Unless you like being ambushed in every spaceport, I don't think the Butcher's given you much choice.
What are Rogan's weaknesses?
Unfortunately, the only one who knew all of Rogan's secrets was his mentor, Ivory. And he disappeared years ago.
That's not entirely true. Rogan's predecessor was arrested by the Republic. To my knowledge, he's still incarcerated in a top-secret facility on Belsavis. This is highly restricted knowledge. Even within the Senate, not everyone knows of Belsavis. You must not repeat any part of this.
Isn't that more the Empire sort of thing?
It's hard to be the good guy. If you don't kill offenders outright, you need a place to put them. Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belsavis is top secret. Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
It's not like anyone listens to me anyway.
I'm serious. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
That's not such a great deal.
It was a fight even to get that.
Talk, or I blow your brains all over this yard.
There's a new breakout, Supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Belsavis.
Don't start acting like we're partners, until you apologize for the attitude. Why can't things be easy? Just once.
Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
So, prison management maybe isn't the Republic's strong suit?
Locking our worst offenders together in a place we don't even understand? Only a bunch of senators sitting safe on Coruscant could have thought that up.
Join the party. You're just in time for cake.
That's Dust, Rogan's best assassin. They say he's been killed a dozen times and always comes back.
The Republic cannot stop me. They hide behind sealed doors and force fields while I explore the treasures of this world. They cannot even track their prisoners while I have mastered the secrets of a race that once ruled this galaxy.
Oh yeah? Anything you wanna, share?
You are a woman of action. It would bore you to sit for days unraveling the workings of machines that were ancient when humans first learned speech.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
I pulled some files above my clearance, searching for the breach. What I saw, I don't think we were the first ones on this planet.
If you know something that could save my life, or just spare me some pain, because I don't like pain, you better start talking. Didn't I kill you?
With your skills and the knowledge of my years, no one will stand against us.
You stay on my ship, you do what I tell you, and you don't leave my sight.
Exactly the terms I would set.
When I finished with Ivory, there wasn't more than a bloody smear left to find.
Good work, Captain. I was wrong about you.
It's my face. I look shifty, right?
Let's just say you've got a reputation.
Yeah? What's your distress? Talk to me.
How refreshing. The whole "I'm honored to serve you, revered master" does get tiresome. Master Sumali, I've been following your career. I hear you have a special interest in the Void Wolf.
I'm mostly interested in staying as far away as this scrap heap can fly me.
Unlikely. The Republic sent an entire platoon of troopers to escort her. The Void Wolf's assassins killed them all. She's alive, but trapped on Hoth.
Are you asking me to help out of the goodness of my heart, or is there something on the table?
The SIS is offering a sizable reward. Or they will, once I tell them they are.
What do you think? Is there a way you can smuggle me up without any of his people, or our people, catching wise?
As it happens, smuggling's my specialty.
Ah, now I see where Richard found you.
You wouldn't even imagine.
I was going to hide in there. It's an automated cargo shuttle full of everything here the Void Wolf thought worth keeping. Go to the space station and get security to let us through, and you're welcome to keep everything in it. I trust you can come up with a story to explain why you're shipping Imperial droids off Hoth.
Stop it right there. I'm going to need your ID, your papers, and a blasted good reason why you're flying in and out of a war zone for kicks.
You're not stopping me.
You killed a customs agent? Just like that? You want to follow up by kicking some puppies? I can't believe you. He was on our side.
You're the one who said the Imperials have spies here. How do you know he wasn't one of them?
I guess he could have been. Usually, I like a bit more proof before committing murder, though.
I admit, I was wondering what to think of Senator Dodonna's pet project. But you saved a life here, and aided the war. I can say nothing but thank you.
Not, but I have another job for you? 'Cause I get that a lot.
Nothing now. Although I'll keep the offer in mind.
Set course for Voss, then, Captain? The permits from Dodonna just came through.
Voss. That rings a bell, but
Our next stop, genius. Home of Rogan cyber attack dogs.
It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
I could charm the horns off a crate dragon.
From what I hear, the Voss are big on propriety and obedience. I don't think you're their type. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, "The Mystics showed us what must be."
What, the whole planet follows a bunch of quacks?
Don't call them that. The Mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
You don't really think you have to warn me about that, do you?
I was almost afraid to say this, in case you took it as a challenge.
I am your honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
Are you gonna make sure I don't kiss any boys? Is hand-holding okay?
No.
Too bad. A little hand-holding might loosen them up.
The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
Theoretically, if I wanted to buy one of these abominations, how would I sneak it past the authorities.
This is not something Voss do. If you seek criminals, search your people.
There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Show me the goods, I'll show you the credits.
I'm certain you have terribly important business, but might you find time to do one small service for a diplomat of the Republic? Me?
Nothing motivates me more than credits.
Yes, of course.
Captain, Commando's targeting your location. They speak of an informant who sent them.
That blasted hairball set me up.
She would trade in abominations, then draw commandos?
It's cute how surprised you look. No wonder Rogan thinks Voss is such a gold mine.
I said the captain is innocent. They said I believe a lie.
Chai kunkuta chichai. Wonki atachakapa tonka. Chisa picha.
I'm not feeling the love here.
Difrata amuma. Barganonua. Utatyacha nichu. Kuya mayastupa.
Does that mean there's an insanely hard way?
Kutogi kumpa. Jiji no lia makachisa. Chikospa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa.
Okay, but if we have no life signs, wouldn't that mean we're dead?
All right, let's hear this wacky scheme.
Manchi doti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky. Nik mi chawa welmo.
I'm not gonna end up a statue in Gormak City Hall, right?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
Rogan did well for my people. He brings new weapons, new food. But Jella goes behind his back. She is trading with Sith, and they demand what all Gormak are forbidden.
Because Voss commandos and giant cyber monsters weren't enough.
The Sith asks us to operate on the beasts of the Nightmare Lands. The creatures there are twisted mutants. The Sith will only trade for them. We refused. But they said the mutants would be powerful weapons with our tech. Jella agreed.
That made no sense at all. Try again.
The land's dark heart. It is our shame, a cancer that comes from the Gormak's touch.
The Gormak believe the corruption comes from the Voss.
Gormak believe nothing. They hate.
You're not exactly sounding all brotherly love yourself.
The evil in the Nightmare Lands was born with the Gormak. No man emerges from the Nightmare Lands sane.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried for me.
My countrymen are dull in comparison to you. Do not remember me as one who failed to warn you of your death.
I'm not planning to die until I learn what it's like to kiss a Voss.
You have long been immortal.
I could not let you disappear into the Nightmare Lands. I never envied tales of tragic love, but when I see you, I am filled with poetry.
What do the Voss say about love?
My tears fall to mingle with the rain. I envy its freedom. It may plant its kiss on any soil, and watch the living grass that grows. That is from Adasha Vey, a woman who loves the wrong man. She dies fighting Gormak to redeem her name. It is my wife's favorite.
You're married?
Could I feel such things otherwise? You look unsettled. Is it true aliens do not require the marriage ritual to perform mating behaviors?
Are you saying you can't? Until you're married? And only with your wife? Oh.
You have other transgressions.
What do you think I've done?
For negotiating with Gormak, entering forbidden territory, and corrupting the moral health of an honoress, you owe a debt.
It was my idea, honorable adjudicators. These lesser crimes stopped Jella Reneki. Punish me.
He's the one who should be on trial here.
That is implausible, but it is Lokirka's choice.
Does Jella live?
By the end, I had her begging on her knees.
Joto gekwanga chuska. Nu chakichawa.
Does this make you proud? You fooled the Republic into drowning you in honors while you fetch and heal for the Empire. Maybe you'll kill me, but not before I show the galaxy that you're a traitor.
I'd hoped I was driving you crazy, but I never meant it literally.
The joke's on you!
You're awfully trusting, Captain. A man helps you once so you can trust him forever. A woman gets selected so she'll be loyal to the office. See what your patrons are saying now.
Once that idiot captain takes out Rogan, the rest of the gangs will fold. We'll have the whole underworld locked up.
Then the Void Wolf will keep his promise? When the Empire wins, I'll have a planet of my own?
I never got to thank you for rescuing them from Rogan at Port Nowhere.
All these missions. You were the one behind them?
I never thought you'd survive the King's ransom. But it was awful good-hearted of you to clear Rogan out of my way.
Who knows if Trick ever made it to the Jedi? Or if Dodonna took him for the Void Wolf.
Now there's no one left to stand against me.
Since I'm dead anyway, what are you doing once you own the underworld? Gangsters make notoriously bad slaves.
He's put together a pirate fleet. The Republic expects an attack from outside, not from gangs within their borders.
Jane, Desora, finish this off.
You were duped. Doesn't raise my opinion of you, but it does put us on the same side. I'll get your back, you get mine.
I'll take my chances with the Sith.
Nivasek, I'm, Rogan's top man, I guess, or your lowliest but very loyal informant, if you'd like to make that arrangement.
What do you have that I want?
I've got what you need to know about the Void Wolf, and access to all of Rogan's resources you haven't already demolished. Just tell me what you want from me.
Just consider me the new Rogan.
Of course. If you want to hold power for long, you'll have to face the Void Wolf. He's built a personal fleet from every decent ship in the underworld. As far as I know, the dock near Corellia. You want to get him? That's where to go.
Do I seem like the kind of person who takes down an Imperial Grand Admiral 1-to-1?
That does sound kind of crazy. What are the chances of foisting him off on the Republic while we retire on a beach somewhere?
You didn't have a problem coming after Rogan. You're the only one left who's got a chance. And if you hit him, you'll get your old buddies Darmus and Dodonna, too.
You think the Republic will stop hiding behind the Treaty of Coruscant and admit they want the Empire wiped out? It doesn't sit right negotiating with people who want every man, woman, and kid dead.
You practicing your speech for office?
You trying to tell me you don't think about it? I do. So, how'd you end up out here, Captain? Was there ever a time you wanted something more normal? A husband? Kids? Someone to take care of you?
I take care of myself. Always have, always will.
I'm not trying to start anything, Captain, just thinking about a guy I met in the brigade. Boy, Captain, life with you is almost enough to get me missing the good old days. For Ord Mantell, where separatists were bad and guns were good, and we could just run in shooting.
I'm not noticing a drop-off in our rate of running in and shooting.
Yeah, we just have to do so much thinking first. Why don't we have more fun on this ship?
Good night, Corso.
Maybe I should go lie down. I want to look for my cousin Rona. She's all the family I got left, and I think she should know what happened.
So call her on the comm, what do I care?
I was kind of hoping to introduce the two most influential ladies in my life. I thought maybe we could track her down. You'd like her. She's really the reason I'm here.
I thought you came to chase down Skavik and stayed for the good beer.
The only way to get my meds down without getting stopped is to carry them inside a living body.
What?
They'll be safely stored in surgical plastic and implanted under the skin. My, nurse can remove them on the other end.
You still think this guy is on the up and up?
No. Doesn't mean he doesn't know Rona. It's worth it if I get to see her.
I'll just need you to come with me a moment, Master Riggs. Perfect. These vials should stay sealed for at least 12 hours, no problem.
When we get back, Rona better be waiting.
Doctors say 2 people. Look out. Now time. Cut out spice.
Did she say spice?
What happened to... Oh, I'll do anything for Rona. She couldn't possibly be involved in anything bad.
This has nothing to do with Rona. They lied. You used us. If you weren't a lady, you'd...
I not speak basic. You say take spice away? good spice. I give good money. Big, how you say, cut?
We're not asking for a bigger cut, you idiot.
How big a cut are we talking?
Here, I give good share.
I don't believe you. We did your dirty work, you fraud. Now where's my cousin?
You keep us waiting. I've got a few things to implant in you.
Just like the old days, eh, cuz? Of course, I'm a little more big time now than Ma and Pa ever would have allowed.
Your cousin sure doesn't look like a farm girl anymore, Corso.
You're a gang member?
Gang leader. You think I should write home? Make Ma and Pa proud?
They're all dead, Rona. Separatists got them.
Ha! After all that grousing about the big dangerous galaxy? Guess that showed them.
How can you say that? Don't you care?
Poor, chivalrous little Corso. Don't you get it? I don't need to be rescued. I chose this life.
What percentage did they give you? I'll double it if you take your business to me.
Captain, I'm not really comfortable making that offer.
Double? Done. Just tell me where to send the profits.
Well, I guess that's one way to stay in touch. Not, what I would have preferred. Nothing worse than coming to the realization that your parents were right. Can't stop thinking about Rona. My folks always said she'd come to no good in the big city. And there she is, a stooge for some spice smugglers.
Would you rather she'd been murdered with the rest of them?
Is that the choice? Death or hawking spice? That's what I get for trying to see the best in folks.
The only thing that keeps people in check is the fear of getting caught. We'll all cheat and lie and kill given the chance.
All the more reason to resist. I don't plan to stop giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. If I trust the wrong guy, maybe I get hurt. But if I'm too scared to help someone who really needs it, who knows how many people will suffer? So why do we keep heading straight into the war zones?
More cash and more fun if you're under live fire.
I got the feeling it was maybe more than that. Minute you fire a weapon, someone's getting hurt. It's your responsibility to make sure the good you do with it outweighs that harm.
When a firefight goes down, who's got time to do that much thinking?
I try to. I just got some real good news. Somebody attempted to access Vidu's old bank accounts from Tatooine.
Why are we excited? Was he trying to buy me a gift or something?
It means somebody's still alive. Vidu's crew was like a family to me. First one after mine were killed. The only one with access to the accounts was our slicer. Twi'lek kid. Called himself Jettison. Good guy. Makes me wonder what got him so desperate he tried to take a loan from a dead man's accounts.
I heard they took in strangers who were new to the planet. And they locked me up and... Were they gonna eat me?
You're a gift of flesh from the desert. They were meant to eat you.
Oh, I think I'm gonna... Oh.
Don't tease him, Captain.
It was kind of a game for me, working for Vidu. It never really hit home to me that we were committing crimes. That people could die.
You work for a man like Vidu. You're not in it for the retirement package.
I never thought about it. The HoloNet just always came easy to me, you know? And now everyone I know's dead. And I'm in this forsaken wasteland, and... Of course, so is there anything...
Don't worry, Jet. We'll take care of you. Won't we, Captain?
You want my help, you gotta make it worthwhile.
I told the Captain you're the best slicer I've seen. It'd be like working for Vidu again, but safer.
I got nowhere else. If you trust her, I'm not gonna argue.
I'll tell you where to go. We've got a kind of base called Port Nowhere. I heard from Jettison. He's recovering. Took a job in Anchorhead, testing HoloNet security. Glad to know he's okay, you know? One thing to point at and say, we did some good here.
Are you forgetting the hundreds of other people we've saved?
Sure. There's always something more going on. Money or politics or something. When I was growing up, you know, good was good and bad was bad. Now, it's all these shades of gray, and even those aren't always true. You ever think about getting away from all this, Captain? The war, the huts, all of it? Hord's at peace now. It'd be a simpler life.
Aren't you the one who said we can't turn our backs on the war?
Nah, that was some other kid you picked up on Ord Mantell. After everything we've done, guess I'm just feeling like hiding my head in the sand. I hope I've been some help to you, Captain. Because you've sure taught me a lot. I mean, I'd done some fighting, but you taught me to go for the jugular. No mercy. That's what wins it.
You got a long way to go before you're as good as me.
Believe me, I know. I'm just glad for the chance to learn from the best. Got a comm call from Ord Mantell, governor's office. They've been keeping tabs on what we're doing, and... Captain, they're calling me a Republic hero. Ord Mantell's most storied native son.
Ouch. Doesn't speak well of the rest of their people.
Good to know I won't develop a swelled head with you around. The Empire attacked outright. Ord drove them off, but they left behind some kind of EMP pulsar.
What's that do?
It's causing every droid on the planet to malfunction. Apparently, the thing is in orbit somewhere. They haven't been able to get a lock on the signal. But it's affected every droid, comlink, and terminal on the planet. Complete economic shutdown.
Is this a job, or do they think they can get me just by saying something nice about you?
I can probably swing a payment, if that's what you're asking. The Empire's got disarm codes stored there, but Ord has no troops with the gear or training to go after them.
They should be like us. Learn as they go.
Who's that? Why would she be calling an Imperial soldier?
If they killed you, Magar, I've already sworn to hunt down every puss-ridden Emperor lover on this planet.
Hello?
You're not my husband. Why are you answering his comm?
We just fought a group of Imperial soldiers. One of them was wearing this comm.
I'm Dan Lazine, proud Balmoran and member of the Resistance against the Empire. My husband Magar stole an Imperial uniform. He and some friends were trying to get weapons to help us retake our town.
Stole a uniform? They weren't really Imperials?
Free Balmorans, everyone. What we really need are those guns. Magar risked his life to get them. I hate to think he died for nothing.
It can't have been easy to get these guns here. Thank you. Now what do I owe you?
Danla, darling, I just heard the terrible news. It's a tough time for a woman to be alone out here. But don't worry. I won't let anyone take advantage of that.
I'm sorry. I was talking with a lady.
I'm Witat. This is my town, and those are my guns you're returning from my men you killed.
Our debt is to the lady.
Aren't you too sweet? But this is my army, not Dan Lazine's. Whatever she's offering for those munitions, I'll double it.
I'm guessing you've got a strong opinion about this.
There's no amount of money that would make me give this brute a blaster. Ma'am, you still interested in buying these weapons?
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. I hope your mama appreciates that. Now, you move on out. We don't need you anymore.
What? This is my town.
You're no better than the Imperials. Go see if they'll have you. We'll take back Balmora on our own.
I knew your whole only in it for the money thing was just a front. Thank you, Captain. I couldn't live with myself if we left Dan Lazine with that pig.
I lost a lot of money on that deal. I'll be expecting you to make it up to me.
Right. I get it. You've got a reputation to maintain. Look, Captain, I try not to get sentimental around you, but hear me out. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're my family, as much or more than the one the Separatists took. As long as I live, I'll be here to serve you, and your children after if I last so long.
You want me to have your babies? We better get practicing.
You shut that door, Captain. Don't tease me now.
Would have saved me a bundle. Well, enjoy your freedom. I saved you the big bunk. I've met some Trandoshans. You could make a nice pair of gloves from one. I've never met a Wookiee who was ashamed of being strong. You spent 100 years being miserable, pal. You're overdue for a little serenity. My fighting style pretty much comes down to, I really don't like pain.
Thanks for letting me stay on with your crew, Captain. I plan to be a very generous queen to all my friends.
Let's hope your planet is more valuable than your father's lost riches. That was barely enough to keep me flying.
You already spent everything? Remind me to keep you away from my royal treasury. Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
Was Nock that desperate for muscle?
He thought an armed toddler was more reliable than his own people. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. Sometimes I can't believe you actually got back my crown. Do you know how many spacers died looking for it? Don't take this the wrong way, but when we first met, I thought you'd end up like all the others.
I never thought you had anything less than total confidence in me.
I learned pretty fast not to underestimate you. What I'm really saying is, thanks. I wouldn't be where I am without you.
I never leave an unhappy customer. Except for Rogan the Butcher. He doesn't count.
You can't please everyone. I think I figured out why we get along so well, Captain. We're both restless people. It's how we survive. Trouble loves us, and we just keep on moving. Eventually Trouble gets tired of following and gives up.
There's always more trouble where that came from.
Exactly. Isn't it wonderful? Father had his failings, but he inspired loyalty. Whenever he defeated a rival gangster, he always freed the enemy slaves. He gave them a choice. Join him or take their chances elsewhere. No recriminations for anyone who left. The rest became family.
Interesting way to recruit new talent. How many slaves actually signed on?
Those people had a lot of anger issues. Most were excited to have a job that let them express it. There was this one little Twi'lek girl who joined us. Best thief I ever met. Got into all sorts of trouble together. We were like sisters, but when Father's organization collapsed, we got separated. I never found out what happened to her.
Never too late to find her. If she's as good a thief as you say, she might come in handy.
That was a long time ago. Sometimes it's better to leave the past alone. Dubrillion is turning into another Alderaan. A new queen could prevent that, assuming she had the aristocracy's support. But that means taking this game to a new level. You up for that?
I've dealt with Hutts. A bunch of prancing nobles doesn't scare me.
What if we have to prance with them? Do you even own prancing shoes? My search for allies in Dubrillion's aristocracy has been interesting. Got an offer from a lesser baron. What a piece of work. Guy must think I'm an idiot. Took 2 minutes to verify he's a spy for the king. He was baiting me into a trap.
Knew what I like to do with traps. Turn them against whoever set them.
Just one more thing we have in common. I sent the spy a phony meeting request from Nar Shaddaa. He's sending friends to help me. They're in for a surprise. Couple of Hutts owe me a favor. They promised to record the whole thing. I'll send the king a copy. Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
The secret is always fighting people who are dumber than me.
That appears to be most of the galaxy. Never realized you were a genius. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Alderaan, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Dubrillion. I want to make it better. Run their society the right way.
I knew that mercenary attitude was a lie. You're a bleeding heart do-gooder. Admit it.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about political survival. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. The longer I spend here, the more it feels like home. I'm even starting to appreciate Corso. Must be coming down or something. Promise me you'll visit often when I'm Queen of Dubrillion.
Aren't you afraid being friends with a common freighter captain will tarnish your reputation?
First, there's nothing common about you. Second, the whole point of being queen is that I get to do whatever I want. It'd be nice to sneak away with you for the occasional break. Go someplace dangerous. Steal something expensive. Mock the bad guys. When you think about it, being queen of a planet provides the perfect alibi. We should take advantage of that. I'm contacting him by holo to arrange our meeting. Wanted you here to help me get a read on him. Opening a channel. Whoa.
This is a tremendous moment, your royal heiress. It will not be enough to dethrone the king. He must be replaced by someone that people view as one of their own. Right now, you are an outsider. The only way to change that is to marry someone from the existing aristocracy.
Get married? To who?
Well, the only available suitor is... Great stars, this is awkward. I am offering myself in marriage to you.
This guy doesn't beat around the bantha. How do you want to play this?
You could have at least sent flowers, Count.
I understand my proposal is abrupt, but I wished to make my intentions clear and not waste your valuable time. I certainly don't expect an immediate response. All I ask is that you consider this for the good of the Brilliant.
That'll be easier to do once we've met in person. I'm on my way to Coruscant. See you there, Count. Well, that wasn't awkward at all.
The Count was a lot nicer than most of the people we deal with.
Hard to be sure over the Hollow, but I'm comfortable enough to meet him in person. Under the circumstances, I should probably take this meeting alone. Be back soon, Captain. Never talked to a complete stranger for that long before. Count Renald gives to charities, builds orphanages, creates wildlife preserves, and those are just his hobbies. You ever consider we've been wasting our lives?
Somebody's got a crush on Count Nice Guy.
He is nice, but I'm not rushing into anything. I told the Count I needed time to think about his proposal. That'll give me a chance to run a deep background check. If this guy is as good as he seems, he just might help me overthrow the king without getting married. I knew taking de Brillian's throne would be a challenge, but this is getting complicated. Merritt's every bit the man he appears to be. Even the dirt I've dug up on him turned out clean.
I can't wait to hear what skeletons are rattling around his royal closet.
He stole the crown jewels when he was 5, got a slap on the wrist, and he's been clean ever since. Seriously. Nothing about this guy triggers warning bells. When it comes to husbands, I could do a lot worse. Things on de Brilliant have taken a turn. The king's put a death mark on Count Renald's head. When the citizens heard that, they rebelled. The king imposed martial law to stop the rioting. But that got the aristocracy riled up. The whole planet's going to war.
Sounds like the Count's plan to avoid bloodshed by marrying you just went up in flames.
We were never going to unseat the king without a fight. I just hoped we'd pick the time and place. Needless to say, the Count has his hands full just staying alive. But even with all that's happened, he still wants to marry me. I can't keep putting him off. Any advice how I should play this?
Forget about the politics for a second. Do you love this guy or not?
I barely know him. This isn't about love. I need to figure out what's best for my long-term plans. Oh, perfect. Time's up. That's him calling on the Hollow. All right. Let's do this. Merritt, I'm glad you're safe. From what I hear, the fighting got worse after you escaped.
I cannot spare de Brilliant from war, but perhaps we can still create a better future together. I realize forging a true relationship takes time, and our marriage won't be consummated for some time, but I am hopeful. My proposal stands, dear Risha. Will you marry me?
Say yes. Hurry before you lose your nerve.
Yes, I'll marry you. We'll make it official the old-fashioned way. Have your people bring me a written contract to sign. But let's not make it easy for the king to kill us. Until the war's over, we shouldn't meet in person. Agreed?
I will continue to send you updates as I'm able. De Brilliant will be free. Farewell, my lovely wife. May the stars watch over you.
Isn't he adorable?
That has to be the least romantic wedding I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe. But it's a perfect foundation for running a kingdom. I should probably do something to celebrate. Want to go steal something really expensive? I've been getting reports on the war for de Brilliant. It's dragging into a stalemate. Nobody has a clear advantage yet. I want to get more involved with the war effort, but my allies tell me the best thing I can be is a symbol.
What are you supposed to represent?
I don't know. Some nonsense about New Hope. The minute I open my mouth and start talking politics, I risk losing support. I can't afford that right now. Guess I'm stuck on the sidelines until it's over. At least I have company. I've been thinking about the future a lot lately, and I had a funny realization. Every scenario I see, you're in it. I've never let myself get close to anyone. Not even my friends from the old days. Count Renald may be my husband, but you're my family.
Does that make me part of your noble bloodline? Will I have to learn that crazy de Brilliant accent?
Don't worry about it. My first edict as queen will be to teach everyone on the planet how to speak proper basic.
Do not begin to think I am yours. This is a convenient arrangement, that is all.
Doesn't mean we can't chat while you're here, right? Share a few secrets, shed a few tears.
I have no clan. What more do you need to know? Your crew has welcomed me. I did not expect that.
What's the usual protocol for Mandalorians turning against the Empire and joining a shiftless spacer's crew?
I would call no part of that usual. I've seen you in battle. I know you can fight. But I've been killing Jedi and Republic troopers since my childhood, and you are nothing like them.
What, do Mandalorian kids not know tag?
Even the youngest Mandalorian child would rather prove her mettle in a real fight than play games for points. I kept thinking I would leave at the next port, but I appreciate the trust you have shown me. And more often than not, I admire your decisions. You can be far more ruthless than your reputation suggests.
Guess where I picked that up?
I did not expect us to find so much common ground. Are there things you regret, Captain? It is not an emotion I was raised to feel. We act, and we face the consequences with courage. But it is far easier to discipline my body than my mind.
Why waste time worrying about the last galaxy-shattering mistake when a worse one's coming tomorrow?
There is no worse failure than abandoning my clan. I should have been with my clan when the Empire came for them. I'd left to join another clan, to follow a lover. At the moment they were betrayed, I knew nothing.
I never imagined you with a lover.
Am I not a woman grown? Do you think Mandalorians have no gift for the gentler arts? His name was Zodok Lone. When we learned the Empire had betrayed my clan, I told Zodok to rally his people to defend them. The cowards buried their ears. They would not come to the aid of a fellow clan. I left that day.
I thought that story would end with, so I tore them limb from limb and used their corpses as jet fuel.
Their cowardice did not kill my clan. Let them live with their guilt. It is the Empire that must pay. The Major is hiring the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. I will go there and present myself as one of them. Once I secure a meeting with Major Stanwu, all that's left is to pull the trigger.
Take your time and enjoy. I recommend aiming for the kneecaps first.
There's no honor in torture. But he will live long enough to know why his life is ending. Rook presented Major Stanwu with evidence that Clan Spar reneged on a contract. My people were hired to destroy transport ships full of young Jedi, but the Empire's target survived. If Clan Spar had accepted that contract, the Jedi would be dead. Rook framed us.
You already know what to do. Find this Rook and stick a blaster in his face.
I've already begun my hunt for Teari Rook. I will settle his debt to Clan Spar. Tell me, Captain, how do you choose your path in life? What guides you?
Mostly, I follow the credits. And more is always better.
I thought only droids were ruled by numbers. My travels with you have been worthwhile, Captain. Few Mandalorians experience Republic space as I have. Fewer still see the Jedi up close without having to kill them.
Don't hold back on my account. As long as nobody traces it back to this ship, kill whomever you like.
I have no reason to fight Jedi while in your company. If that changes, I appreciate your gesture of consent.
What does it take to be adopted as a Mandalorian?
It is up to each clan. We do not care much for central authority. But no one would accept a new brother who had not shown his worth. I have called myself Mandalorian since I left my mother's side at age 3 to begin training. It is not easy to put that behind me.
Most kids that age are mastering the toilet, not the blaster.
Most kids are not Mandalorian. I had a jetpack and blaster before I ever had a friend. You may be my first. Teari Rook claims to lead his own clan. He destroyed my clan with his slander and then dares to raise up his mishmash of slavers and pirates and call them Clan Rook. And no one has challenged them. This isn't even the worst of it. The man I was with when my people fell, his clan lost all honor after I left. They joined Clan Rook. My old lover dishonors the name Mandalorian. That coward dies with the rest of Rook's filth.
First he turned his back on you. Then he joined up with the man who betrayed you. I say he deserves whatever he gets.
I've often wondered if you listened when I told you about my people.
You look, well, not exactly happy. Less angry than usual.
It's over. The filth who destroyed my clan and dishonored its name is dead. What will you do when the Sith Empire rules the galaxy? Will you transfer your loyalties to them? What if your profession is outlawed?
I'll stay in business. If the Republic can't put a slave collar on me, neither can the Empire.
How much experience do you have with the Empire's slave trade? It's highly advanced. I have no clan. And the man who destroyed it is dead. Without clan or foe, I am no longer a Mandalorian. But I am still a warrior. And great ones don't allow old age to take them. To die in battle, dragging many foes into the void, that is a good ending. What do you think, Captain?
I was planning to live forever. It's not as flashy as your idea, but it works for me.
I should have known better than to expect a serious answer from you. I was wrong.
I've never heard you admit that.
When I joined your crew, I told you I would never serve another's interests again. I could not trust anyone's purpose to suit my own. I was wrong. The longer I stay, the more loyalty I feel. There is nothing in my lifetime that could make me leave your side.
Have I said thank you yet? If not, just remind me, and I will, twice a day, like atmospheric suppositories. Most women aren't so forgive and forget. I, probably shouldn't keep reminding you not to trust me. When we land planetside, you get a room somewhere, right? You don't expect us to keep sleeping in these closets. Never mind. So, what was it like, Nocdrayan? I'd been asking Risha, but she gets all weird and prickly about it. She actually walked out when I said that it'd make a better story if you turned out to be Nocdrayan's long-lost daughter or something. Even Rogan was impressed when he heard you dug up the old man's treasures.
Are you trying to butter me up?
I just want to know everything about you. How does someone become the most famous spacer in the galaxy anyway? Did you always know this was what you wanted to do? I like to imagine your parents programmed janitorial droids, and this was your way out of the family business.
Can't ask for better, kid. Complete strangers give you credits to have the time of your life.
I wish my old Jedi Master could meet you. He'd have a harder time selling the whole deprivation is the key to happiness thing. I guess you've been wondering how someone like me ever ended up with the Jedi, huh?
It's the duty of the Jedi to train anyone Force-sensitive, so they don't fall to the dark side.
Boy, you've picked up the party line. I was always kind of the odd one out in my family, and believe me, it was not a small family. When they kicked me out, I went to Nar Shaddaa and met a Jedi who said all the weird stuff that happens to me is a connection to the Force.
Don't sell yourself short. You do plenty of weird stuff all on your own.
And you know, that was an issue. The Jedi are all about recruiting kids too young to know better, so there it was. Me and all these serene little kids. You've never known real rage until you've been lectured on controlling your emotions by a 4-year-old in a robe.
You said you were kicked out?
I maybe overstated that. They don't really throw people out, you know. Call of the dark side and all that. So, have I been looking any more convincing with the lightsaber? I mean, it's about as much use to me in a fight as a glow-in-the-dark belt buckle. But I figure if I wave it around, maybe it'll scare people off.
You think you can get me one of those?
I'll keep my eye out. I need you to teach me to fight dirty. You'd think I'd be good at that, you know? But when it gets beyond cowering in doorways, I'm pretty much all point and shoot. Show me how you work your magic.
I usually aim below the belt.
I hear that works really well on humans. You know, you're the kind of gal you know when she's mad, and you know when you've made her laugh. Master Lauren was just ice. You had no idea if he even knew you were in the room.
If I could, I'd teach you what to do with that lightsaber.
Oh, Captain. If you were my master, I might have practiced. Or at least not released the Kowakian monkey lizards into your dressing room. Maybe that was a bad plan. Captain, I just want to say thank you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. When I first came on board with you, I thought it was going to be a few weeks at most before you left me on some isolated moon.
Keep me laughing and you've got a bunk on this ship forever.
Have you heard this one? There once was a Moncal from Dak. He wore a jetpack on his back. He liked to shoot blasters and fly even faster. He was a Mando Cal attack. No? Well, I'll come up with a better one. You're like my family, Captain. No one else has ever given me the kind of trust and respect I've had here. I'll never leave you.
Does the SIS list any aliases or safe houses he's used on Corellia?
Achib et busho el haaretz acher yachata mishom.
A slug like Darmus always leaves a nice, slimy trail.
Ah, the Imperial traitor. Shall we bow to the Void Wolf with her? Or teach her what real Corellians do?
Traitor! You're dead. Nobody turns against Corellia.
Why does everyone always believe the worst of me?
This isn't the worst. Now, if they found out you've been accidentally working for the Void Wolf all this time...
I already told them how you stole Bamoran weapons and White Mark cloaking technology for the Void Wolf.
Oh, okay. It's the worst.
Many of them were quite offended by such behavior from someone on a senator's payroll.
String her up!
No one makes a fool of me and lives.
I was told to expect a captain with a serious leg injury.
Nevis Kit said you need to get inside. The only way in is on a stretcher.
With the rest of the casualties.
Ow! You scum-sucking son of a hut!
Quit whining. It's just a leg. You didn't get your reputation without getting hurt worse than that. There. I've used a med pack on you. You should be fine. And you've got your choice of analgesics to steal if there's any lingering aches.
You'll understand if I'm not brimming with gratitude.
Wouldn't hurt you to pretend.
Captain, that dossier was incredible. Or all too credible, perhaps. Unfortunately, Dodonna got wind of the arrest. She's fled to the Void Wolf.
Tell me, someone's head is gonna roll for this.
This may shock you, but the Jedi Order doesn't generally encourage decapitation.
Then why all the lightsabers?
You! I assume you're here to laugh? To mock my naivete? You can't have come to kill me. The universe isn't that merciful.
I thought I'd find you and the Void Wolf, arm in arm, throwing darts at a map of the core worlds.
This isn't enough humiliation? You want me to spell it out? Yes! I went to the Void Wolf, and this is where he sent me. Useless, he called me, after everything I did for him.
Once you're past the perimeter, every entrance is equipped with neural scanners that only admit certain brainwave signatures. If you're not with someone authorized, the house will fry you.
The scanners won't notice if the authorized user has a blaster to the forehead, right?
As long as you don't pull the trigger. Any further discussion might leave me ethically compromised.
All right, I surrendered. Don't shoot. I was wondering when someone was going to get around to shortening his excellence by a head. I won't get in your way.
Shut up. Use your brains to let me in before I splatter them on the grass.
That's what I was trying to... Never mind.
The Void Wolf told me you'd make it here. But you're too late. His flagship will be leaving Corellia's orbit momentarily.
Too bad. I'll just have to take out my aggressions on whoever's nearby.
Let's not be hasty. Please don't kill me. I'm still young. I'll do anything. I've got security codes for the Void Wolf's flagship. They're on my personal datapad. Take my shuttle. It's already set to rendezvous with the flagship. Please.
You can't buy me. I'm heading for the Void Wolf's flagship now.
That's the only good news I've heard in weeks. Send me the coordinates and I'll try to get you back up.
I was kinda hoping for... the Republic will take it from here.
We've got over 100 major offensives around the galaxy, Captain. If you wait until we've got troops free, it'll be too late. This one is yours.
You three have nominated yourselves to lead my fleet.
The Republic calls me Iceheart, for I have never shown mercy.
I am Lunata. Imperial intelligence marked me their most wanted for the thousands I slew on Scylla.
Did I ask for your credentials? What do I care if you want to get yourselves shot first?
That's always been your problem, Voidy. Can I call you Voidy? You never worry about the big picture.
Are you offering to captain my fleet instead?
Who is this?
That's her. The one who got Rogan and knocked Drayan.
Leave. You know your orders. This is private business between a captain and me.
The Void Wolf doesn't care if you die in this attack. You want to be around for the long haul. You're better off with me.
When I came to you, they were saying no one in the galaxy could challenge your command. Were they wrong?
I smell a fight.
Bare your throat now, cub, or prepare to have it torn out.
How you feeling now, tough guy?
Better than you might think.
Do we call you Admiral now, Captain?
Who else would command such a fleet?
I want you to hit every profitable target in this sector, Republic or Empire. Let them both fear me.
They're busy fighting each other. They'll be easy prey. You made a good call, boss.
This kind of fleet can't last, but I've never seen anything like it.
They're calling you the boss of bosses. I've never heard so many people answer to one name. Not Rogon, not Ivory, not Dran.
The Void Wolf did most of the work, but he's dead, so I'll take the credit.
It's yours, like I said, I'd be happy to take over for Darmus Poller and be your broker at Port Nowhere.
Ivory is the one to report to when I'm not at Port Nowhere.
I value your trust, Captain. I will be honored to serve as the face of your operations. You know what the Captain wants. Let's get on with it.
And us, Captain?
What do we do while you sit around all day counting your credits?
So, I'm the galaxy's biggest crime lord. You think I'm stopping there? Aye, aye, Captain.
Full speed ahead.
I've got nowhere else to be.
What if I just buy the mansion and retire for you? I could, you know, keep the place warm for you. No?
Just tell me where to set course next, Captain.